Thanks for your time, Minister. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So how are you going to keep foreign tourists safe?
Look, we've worked on a safety strategy across for our sector, and today, together with Minister Celu, we're announcing the festive season in terms of deployment in hotspots, what we will call hotspots, so that people, when they're there, they're able to enjoy themselves. Because we don't want people to stay in their homes, including South Africans. Because remember, when you move from a province to another one, you are a tourist. So we don't want people staying at home saying, I fear to be attacked, I fear that I'm going to be hijacked. We have picked up hotspots in terms of our tourism activities. For example, in Mpumalanga has been quite rife, where we've seen a lot of activities that move from car cloning to issues around hijacking of car-rented cars. So we wanted to make sure that in this period, we test our overall safety strategy, because we're testing it for longer term. So it's not only for now. The strategy has short term and has long term. If you listen to even to the National Commissioner, he indicated that we're looking at now the measures that we are putting, that we are announcing today. But long term, one of the things that they are looking at from SAP's point of view is even tourism police, because other countries, and he make an example of Bangkok, that they are doing that because that's where the hub of their economy is. And we are saying, if we are serious about turning around our economy as South Africa, and if you look at the statistics that has been released, tourism has contributed more in terms of GDP. We are growing. In terms of jobs, we are growing, despite even now the numbers of international arrivals going down.
Yeah, so that's a concern, because that's one of the concerns raised by tourists, the crime in South Africa. And you answered this already, because this is going to be a long-term strategy, not just a short-term strategy. So now, with this plan in place, this December, if I went to Table Mountain or the beachfront in Durban, will I feel safe?
That's what we're expecting, because from what we've got, we've deployed our safety monitors already. They are across. Many of the people have given me feedback. I'm not so sure. There was one of a reporting where it was even showing in Kruger National Park, where the rhinos and all those things, and they were even showing the role that is played by the park, explaining that since the arrival of the safety monitors, they are able to help them in a number of ways. In Table Mountain, in Langa, I've received feedback since we deployed the safety monitors that we're seeing the reduction of crime. We deployed in Vilakazi Street, we've seen the reduction of crime. So we believe that once we do that, because we have deployed this young people, they are not even trained as reservists or in the policing. Now, with Minister Cele coming together with SAPS to our help, they will be training them. But as he said, he will be releasing some of the police that I have just concluded their training into the hotspot for festive season. And we're looking at various mechanisms, long-term strategy and short-term.
Yeah. So government has come together for this tourism safety campaign, or festive season safety campaign. So many people will argue that why aren't areas in townships, perhaps in Alexandra, being targeted when it comes to protecting people? Because we should be protecting our people first, right?
No, we everywhere. Look, the issue for us, remember, I'm Minister of Tourism. So my primary focus is tourism attractions. Hence, I can mention Vilakazi. It's in a township. I can mention Langa. It's a township. So we've deployed in those areas. But our focus mainly is to deploy specifically as per tourist attraction. Minister Cele focuses overall of crime prevention for the whole country. So he will speak on those areas. My interest and my specific focus is to say, when somebody leaves Gauteng and say, I'm going to Cape Town, they must be able to go to Guguletu, they must be able to go to Langa and enjoy it, whatever the attractions we have. So within our attractions, we've made sure that they are there. My interest is to say, when a tourist leaves, wherever they're coming from, whether it's Germany, whether it's US, whether it's China, when they get here, I want to see them going home safely to return and join their families. Yeah. And that's what is important. And one of the things even for us we have done now, we've now extended to say next year when we do some of our road shows, for example, we've invited Minister Cele to join us in Berlin next year in March, because we've got a major road show, and that market specifically is raising issues of safety. And we are saying, because we've taken a conscious decision in the 6th administration that we were going to work together. So we want him as the voice and the authority in the security area in terms of police to be able to tell our market and our tourists and those who are booking what is it that he's doing on behalf of South Africa as the Minister of Police to ensure their safety.
Do you think all of these moves will actually work as a deterrent to criminals who seem to be very brave in South Africa?
I think they will. If you look at the statistics, Minister Cele shared them this morning. If you remember, at some point we had high crime activities from the airport. People, when they left the airport, they were followed and all that. When we looked at the statistics that he was reporting today, we could show, we could see, actually, we could trace the impact of that. So we do believe that for us as tourism, this will go a long way to attracting the 21 million that we are targeting. Secondly, it gives confidence even to our business sector to say when they raise issues of safety, we are listening. So there are quite a number of things from our side as tourism that the sector has raised, and we have tangibly looked into them and responded. And that contributes even to confidence by business sector, by international investors to our country.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Minister. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.